Your final exam in this class is the IT Specialist 303 Python certification exam. The exam must be taken at the Professional Testing Center, which is on the Aero Park campus in the Parsons Doolin building. It is on the second floor. The dates that are listed are the test dates and times that you can take the test, and that has to be scheduled. So as soon as possible, you are going to want to either telephone or email the testing center and reserve a date and time. One thing to keep in mind is if you do not pass, you can retake the test. So you get 2 shots at passing, but Certiport makes you wait 24 hours. So looking at the schedule, that means that you are going to want to take the test before May 4th at noon. Okay, make sure you do it before 12 noon on May 4th, because if you don't pass, then you'll be able to do the retake on May 5th. How this works for your final is after everyone has taken the tests, usually Friday or Saturday, the testing center will email me your scores. And if you pass, you get 100 out of 100 on your final. And it does not matter how much you pass by, because a pass is a pass. If you have to retake the test and you pass the second time, you still passed. So you're still going to get 100 out of 100. If you take the test and you do not pass, then I take your score and I divide it into the score needed to pass. And for most of these tests, the score you need to pass is 700. So if you took the test and you got 680, I would divide that into 700 and your final exam score would be a 97. If you take the test twice and you don't pass, I will take your higher score and then divide that into the 700. So I'm trying to give you guys as many points as I can for your final exam score. Now, how do you prepare for this test? Okay, that is where this block comes into play. You will notice at the top we have the same testing dates and time, but it's in graphical format, the same number and email. And then there are some policies of the testing center that are also posted. So make sure you pay attention to that. And then below that, this is where you are going to get your practice information. First thing you need to look at is the exam objectives. This is your study guide. When subject matter experts write the exam questions, they are given an objective and a sub-objective, and that is what they write the questions on. And I am a subject matter expert for Certiport, and I have worked on all of the IT specialist exams. So I do know how the system works. So what you need to study are these little bulleted sections, because that is what the test questions are written on. So for this first little sub-objective, evaluate expressions to identify the data types Python assigns to variables. These are the variables that will be on the test in the form of a test question. Okay, perform data and data type operations. So they look at data type conversion, indexing, slicing, data structures. All of that is fair game for test questions. So that is what the test questions are going to be on. So to help you guys out, what I did and what I'm currently still doing is I've taken these main objective areas and I have listed resources. So if you look, operations using data types and operators, that is objective 1. So you can see I've got it right here. And so then I've gone through these little bulleted sections and I have pulled out resources on them for you guys to review. I've done the same thing for each of them. There are some that I am still working on. I am not quite done with number 4, and I will keep adding as I feel that I need to help you guys get prepared. So these are resources you will click on. Some of them are PDFs that you can view, but others take you to websites. We have covered almost every objective that is on this test, but it is a long semester. So, you can go through the beginning of this course. That's where a lot of this information is. And another thing that you can do to help yourself prepare is download Gmetrix, which is a test prep software application that you are able to use free because you are in this course. So you will download the software. You also have to create an account for yourself at Gmetrix, download the software and install it. And then when you run that software, it's going to ask you for an activation code. This is the code for this class. And we only have enough of these codes so that there is one for each student. There are no extras. I did create a video showing you how to go through this process because I thought it might help you. So you can actually see me creating the account, downloading, installing, redeeming codes, not for this class, but for a different one. And I actually go into Gmetrix and kind of show you how to use it. So that is a resource for you. Another resource is the midterm exam. You can go back in there and review those questions because those are very similar to what you are going to see on this test. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. I am happy to help you in any way that I can. Also, once you take the test, I would appreciate it if you email me and let me know how you do, because I hate waiting 2 weeks to find out. So I like to know either way if you pass or if you don't, because if you don't pass, I can usually point you towards some resources that will help you. So good luck and have a great week.